everybody, it's me, Joey P. Joe Pizzapia, and welcome to 5 Things to Look For Week 9 in the NFL. And it's official, we've hit the halfway mark in the NFL season. It's time to make our playoff push. It's time to get serious, and let's get serious in Week 9 with 5 things to watch for right here on Fantrax. The first thing to look for is in Washington, and it's how Adrian Peterson's going to respond to the heavy workload a couple weeks in a row against the Atlanta Falcons. I think he's going to be fine, especially because he's been running strong, he's been running tough. He looks like old AP back in the day, and I'll tell you a lot. You know who hates to tackle? The Atlanta Falcons. They don't like physical backs. They don't like really to tackle anybody. So it could be a very good day again for Adrian Peterson this Sunday. All right, the second thing to watch for Week 9 in the NFL is David Moore. Now, David Moore has been very good for 3 weeks now. He's got 4 touchdowns over that time. Doug Baldwin came back 3 weeks ago. David Moore's been the guy who's been getting all the touchdowns and all the attention and all the fantasy love and well deserved. And look, don't forget, kids, Doug Baldwin told you himself, I'm not going to be healthy probably all year, and it doesn't look like he is, which means he could probably be on your bench or cut in terms of fantasy. All right, the third thing to watch for Week 9 in the NFL is those receivers who are now in new locations after the trade deadline. Demaryius Thomas with the Texans and Golden Tate over there now with the Eagles. Now, Tate's value, I think, kind of stays flat because Carson Wentz is a very good quarterback. Matthew Stafford, also a very capable quarterback. So really, the role in the offense to be determined. If anything, I think the value for Tate stays flat. He pretty much is the guy he is. But Demaryius Thomas gets a bump because, well, Case Keenum is not that great. And if he's filling that Will Fuller void in the offense, that means lots and lots of red zone opportunities for Demaryius Thomas. Yeah, I know he's 30 now, but you know what? Still a big wide receiver. Still a guy who can go up and get it. And I like DT quite a bit with the Houston Texans. Now, the fourth thing to watch for is the guys that are left now in that void. And that means Kenny Golladay in Detroit and Courtland Sutton with the Denver Broncos. Now, Sutton obviously has big play upside. We all know that. The target volume should go up. Same thing with Kenny Golladay. Kenny Golladay could be a star in the making. We all know that. If that target volume does go up, which I think it's going to, we could have a huge impact player here in the second half of fantasy. So this is your shot. This is probably the last shot you might have to get Kenny Golladay on your roster. And if so, I would take that shot because I see big things in the future for Kenny Golladay. All right, the fifth and final thing to watch for Week 9 in the NFL is that Devontae Parker volume because it was there against the Houston Texans. He had over a dozen targets in that game. Again, there's nobody really around. Stills is hurt. Wilson's out. Who else are they going to throw it against? The Jets? They're not that great of a pass defense. They're somewhere in the middle of the pack. So, Devontae Parker could very well see a fair amount of targets, maybe even double digits again this Sunday. So that's something to watch for. If so, that's a trend in the right direction, and that would make Devontae Parker not only worth an ad, but worth a play going forward. All right, you can follow me on Twitter at JoePizzapia17. Check out all the great content over at FantraxHQ.com. For everybody here at Fantrax, I'm Joey P. Stay on track.